Oh, pardon me, my mic was off. So, hello folks, welcome to Minecraft. Episode 4 this is. I hope everyone's having a great Saturday afternoon. And I hope everyone is doing very well as can be. So, if you all recall, last stream we began building this beautiful barn. Now, so the plan here was to put animals in these pens over here, right? And then sort of make a second level that we can maybe use as a storage room, or honestly, we could probably move into it, have that be our house for a little while. But in the meantime, did something just despawn here? I think something just despawned. And let's see, folks. I think we might be getting a little bit of lag here on the stream to start out. Now, let me go ahead and disconnect some things from the Wi-Fi, see what we can do here to improve it. Oh, got a zombie. So, we've got our amazing animals here. Our amazing sheep. We'll go ahead and give these guys a good shear here. Now, folks, if I do have some lag, it's because I shifted where I had my desk set up. It's a different area now. In terms of total distance, it's actually a little closer to the router. However, it's a situation where, though being closer, it's obstructed by a wall. So that might indicate that it's not quite as good of a placement as the last area I had my desk in. But I guess that's to be seen over the course of this stream. Now, as I see now, it doesn't look like we're getting more lag, but we will be vigilant about that as the stream commences. Let's go ahead and harvest our wheat here. We're trying to keep for 3 reasons. I want to consistently be breeding my animals. And the second reason, of course, we need a lot of wheat on hand to make bread for food, of course. And the third reason, is that I would like to actually make the roof of this barn made out of hay bales, sort of to make like a simulated kind of like straw roof of sorts. Now we're getting a notification again that we're getting some lag, so let me log into the stream with my phone and see how we're doing here. And check the audio. Yeah, folks, I mean, audio is sounding good. It doesn't seem like, at least on my phone when I bring it up, that we're getting any lag, but, well, we'll see how things go. So let's give this a nice harvest here. Of course, I'd like to, at some point, create some automated farms so we can eliminate sort of the tedious task of replanting everything, breaking everything, right? Well, I guess even with, okay. I don't know if in these days in Minecraft there's a way to create a automatic replanting automated farm, right? Now, back in the day, in my heyday of playing Minecraft, what you could do is make sort of like a redstone, like piston-based cascading, like waterfall automatic farm, right? And that would uproot the plants, that would harvest them, but you still had to go in yourself and replant all of them. So in all honesty, I'm not sure really how much time that actually saved. it saved some time, but probably not a lot. And when you consider the actual effort of putting that together, getting the pistons and the redstone, I'm thinking that it would take quite a while for, for the save time regarding breaking the plants, harvesting the plants to actually add up to enough to justify the time and cost related to, of course, obtaining and setting everything up that you need. So, I don't know. I'll have to investigate and see if there's another sort of newer way to do the automatic farms. I know there's a way that you can do, for example, villager farms, where you basically trap in a villager and have him. Whoa! Oh, one got out. Oh my God! Complete chaos of these cows. Oh my goodness. I think that's probably good. And if a few of these guys get out, that is no big at all. I might want to explore down here, and if there's nothing good down here, I might want to top this off with dirt here so we don't risk falling down there. All right, sheep. I think there's a few more. Yeah, a few more here. They don't have the love quite yet. And of course, plenty more to shear. We'll do this until my shears break, so we'll make another in a bit here. But for now, this is probably good. Oh, well, it looks like I got all of them before the shears broke. Yeah, so before further ado, let me make a pickaxe and let's investigate down here, see if we can pull any ores out, see if it links up to any other cave systems. And once you've investigated that, I'm gonna cap this off here. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like this connects with a lot of stuff here. Wow, okay. Yeah, let's light this up before we get any monsters. Oh, okay, so this connects with the other area we've already spent some time investigating. Okay. Ooh, got ourselves a creeper here. Let's kill him. It's always a delicate matter dealing with these creepers for sure. Ooh, oh. And he blew up. Didn't get the gunpowder. And we lost our torch. That's okay. Not a big deal. Oh, whoa. Got a ton of different paths here, actually. Now, I know this area is where we sort of investigated our main cave system that we've been doing mining throughout. But there are still obviously a lot of parts that we haven't gone into. And I mean, man, it's just, ever since they released the cave updates, and I think I mentioned this before, it's just absolutely intense, like how much there is to investigate. Like how large how long these caves go on for. And now, okay, yeah, so this area was the one we've primarily been mining in. Well, we haven't done as much to really check out and explore this area. So, oh, okay, yeah, we're dealing with all sorts of monsters around here. This guy's coming to play. Oh my God. Yeah, I feel like maybe it's just because I'm on hard, but I didn't think that zombies used to actually be able to hit you from that far away. I thought they had to be kind of right up on you. well, it seems that they can be like almost 3 blocks away from me and still hitting me. We've got another nearby. Oh, okay, he's down there. I think we can break this and catch it. Yes. All right. Skeleton over there. I'm hoping they can't hit me from over here. Or I'm hoping they can't hit me over here from over there. But looks like not. Coal, we could never go wrong with having more of that, can we, folks? All right. It's actually a somewhat decent sized vein here. All right. From here, I think we can pretty much come back up. What I think I'm gonna do actually, instead of completely capping this off, I'll make like a little staircase or ladder that goes down here, so it'll serve as like another little entrance to the cave, rather than completely capping it off, but also not maintaining such like a huge gap here. So let's try to give ourselves a little area to build up here, a little staircase of sorts. That works. That works. Now we can easily get up. Ooh. Oh my God. Sorry about that. I just wanted to place that last little dirt because it was triggering my OCD having a singular dirt in my inventory. Okay, well, all right, folks. Got some random flowers. We'll go ahead and place these because, again, that's messing with my OCD having all this in my inventory. But anyway, guys, I think what we better do is we better continue on with this barn. Get that fully built. Now, it seems like we basically exhausted our supply of oak wood. So let's go ahead and chop the rest of these down and also, of course, plant some more saplings so that we can get more oak wood. Now, we have a decent amount of those cherry trees up. We don't really have any particular use for cherry wood at the moment. But I'm sure we can do something with that as time goes by. I feel like the wood logs might be nice for like the cherry logs might be nice for like a floor for somewhere, potentially. So that was 14 logs. Not a lot. Not a lot at all, folks. So we'll see if we can get any saplings here. Got some over here. Although I know I do have some saplings in my chests. Yeah, we'll just go for the chest saplings. How about that? How about that? Yeah, got 12 right here. So we'll just plant these around our area. Get ourselves a nice little forest to chop down. That works. Go ahead and eat an apple. Keep our hunger bar up so we can regenerate some health, of course. So, now the question is, what do we do at this point exactly? So do we want to connect these all the way over here or leave a gap for the animals to walk under the stairs. And I guess it really depends on what exactly we want to do. Do we want to have 4 sections for 4 different types of animals? For instance, we could have a section for pigs, a section for cows, a section for 2 different colors of sheep, right? A couple different options. That's something we have to consider. But either way, we will, of course, be completing this staircase here. Now, right here is where it would end. Or no, I was wrong, sorry. So there we go. This will get us up to the top here. Now, it's not the nicest looking thing where the stairs end up going up to the very edge of the wall. Perhaps it would be nicer to actually bring the stairs back a little bit. I think that would actually be better. Yes. Oh, and it's already that time again. It's already almost night, so we will go ahead and go sleep in a sec here before the monsters come out. And since we do not really have a shelter out here, we actually don't have amazing torch coverage. That's something we should look at improving, like so. To prevent too many monsters from spawning near our bed. All right, good night's rest done. It's lasted a few seconds, but sometimes that's how sleeping feels. Sometimes it feels like, you know, you're only asleep for a matter of seconds, and then you're up. And so, sometimes how it is. So I think that space of 2, let's do 3, and see where that will make our stairs end up. Oops, crap. So basically out to here. I think that's fine, actually. I think that's totally fine. I think that's completely fine. It's because it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of an awkward thing design-wise for, you know, the stairs just to end straight, you know, into a wall. I don't know. It's not the greatest look, in my opinion. Also, a little bit of a pet peeve of mine is when you have the path designed this way, and then you put stairs or something like that up on top, and you have this little sliver of dirt. So I think, actually, but you know what? I think that this path here would actually be quite good with these cherry logs. Like, as you use these cherry logs as a floor of sorts for this barn pathway. Now, of course, we want the areas where the animals are in to be made of grass, of course, because we want them to be able to eat the grass. But I think that it would look quite good to have these cherry logs here. I'm thinking this does indeed look quite good. Now, I think it'd actually look better if we have these facing the same direction. Yeah, that definitely looks better. So, of course, we'll need more cherry logs to do this with. So we'll have to chop down more of our cherry trees, but we can do that momentarily. We can go ahead and chop down these oak trees along with it at the same time. Sound good? Let's also go ahead and get rid of these here. No. Go ahead and see if we can make a few more of these stairs. For our beautiful staircase. Oop. And we'll get rid of runway here just so we can walk through. And I think we need to go one level up, if I'm not mistaken. And I believe that is on the same level as the other part of our second floor roof slash first floor ceiling. Yeah, looks like it. So, yeah, now we just need more wood. And perfect timing. We've gotten some tree growth here. Perfect, one down. Yeah, and we're going to go ahead and obviously chop down all these cherry trees, get ourselves some nice cherry logs for our beautiful floor. Our beautiful, gorgeous floor. Let me check something on my stream real quick, folks. Let me sure I have the correct thumbnail. Looks like we do. Yes, and we'll set the game we're playing to Minecraft. Because I don't know how much that actually helps the visibility of the stream, but I know that when you set like a particular game, like it'll become actually listed as someone playing Minecraft as opposed to just listed as a generic live stream. I have a little bit of trouble with that when it comes to EU4 because, or when I'm streaming EU4 because, you know, there's no actual option just for EU4. It's like EU4 Ultimate Bundle or EU4 X DLC package or B DLC package, Y DLC package, whatever. Like, there isn't an option for just EU4, right? So what I end up doing is putting on, oh, it's the EU4 Ultimate Bundle because I have all the DLC, so I guess that's what's most applicable. But I don't know, it only works so well. So I think it would be more discoverable. EU4 streams would be a bit more discoverable if it wasn't for that fact, but it's okay. Having said that, I do notice though the EU4 streams do a little bit better than the Minecraft streams, although I don't know if that's going to continue because now we have EU5 out. And I mean, I'm thinking of getting EU5, thinking of trying my hand at that new game, but I don't know, man. I like EU4. You know, I'm not really fully burnt out on that, which is saying a lot because I've been playing EU4 for years, but it's only relatively recently that I actually got all the expansions or all the DLC for EU4. So a lot of those mechanics, playing with the full game itself, is actually still quite new for me, and I feel like there's still a lot of countries, a lot of strategies left for me to try. Like I don't feel burnt out on the game yet. I know other people would disagree, and they do feel quite burnt out on it, but that is what it is. I mean, I'm not to say though that it was like too early or anything for a sequel or a EU5 rather, not a EU2, EU2 or anything of it, but a sequel to EU4. In other words, the fifth game of the series. I think it was a pretty timely thing for them to do. I think it was about time, and the game's been out for a long, long time. I think though they wouldn't have been wrong to push it back another year or so, but I think a lot of people were ready. Like from what I understand, like for a little while now, the interest in EU4 has been waning a little bit, but I don't think that's really because of EU4 itself. I think that's more because of Hearts of Iron. There's another Paradox game. People are interested in that, but now will the interest from Hearts of Iron translate hugely into interest for EU4? I don't know about that. I'm not so sure it'll work out that way. Because fundamentally, they're both Paradox games. They're both map-based grand strategy games, but fundamentally, they're very different games. Like the Europa Universalis series or franchise is fundamentally very different from Hearts of Iron. So that's enough for our cherry tree replanting. Now, in that time, several more oak trees have popped up, and let's go ahead and deal with them. But yeah, when I get a chance, when I get a few extra bucks, I think I will try out EU5. Although I'm not like a super fan of a couple aspects. I guess my main gripe would be the fact that they released the game with DLCs, like which to me is insane. Just like, I mean, dude, come on, like just like I understand making DLCs as time goes by, but like, how are you gonna release the game already with premium content? Like, what is this? Like, the endless pursuit of more money. Like, come on, guys. It just I don't know. It just feels like a very greedy move to me, So let's keep this area relatively lit, so we don't get too many monsters. If we do this, we don't really have to worry quite as much about going to sleep quickly at night. I think that's probably good. I don't want to run through all my torches. I want to have at least a few handy in case I need them. Okay. But you know what, though? We will still sleep because oh, yeah, look at this. We already have creepers coming in. 2 of them. Oh, they're too close for me to sleep. All right, guys, come over here. I do not want you morons blowing up my chest. Now, I like fighting creepers with the axe. That's what I should have done earlier in the cave because the axe has more knockback. I think actually in general it even does more damage to begin with. Oh, I almost didn't even notice him. He almost snuck right up on me. Which is kind of stupid of me because I knew that he was over there. I saw him before. So I don't think we have any more of those buggers nearby. I think we're good. Okay. Now, so we've got one more here. And we may as well plant the rest of these saplings. Now we're going to have a whole mess of trees in this area. It's basically going to become a forest. I'm hearing a spider. There you are. I'm not going to worry about him. Now, as most of you all know, spiders, they don't burn up in the day, but they also don't, much like creepers, they don't burn up in the day, but they don't remain aggressive in the day in the same way creepers do. They become a neutral mob, where they don't actually do anything unless you attack them directly. So we can let the spider live out the rest of his life until his inevitable despawning in several minutes. We can allow him to live in peace. No problem with that. So rip out these dirt paths, replace it with the beautiful cherry log. No, we're getting a few of these. We're accidentally putting wood ring side up, but we'll go ahead and do that after the fact. We'll go ahead and replace them after the fact. There we go, and there we go. 3 right here. And of course, this row right here. Beautiful. I think this looks pretty good. Could of course consider putting logs under the fences here. I think that wouldn't be too bad, but for now, I think that's okay. We can think about that. We can think if we want to do that in a little bit. Now, I'm just going to turn all of these into planks because we're going to make a whole entire ceiling just straight out of planks up here. So we'll go ahead and make a move on that. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and link this side with the other. Using our shift, of course, so we don't fall down. Cool. Can't say I have really that much to comment on the placing of these wood planks. And I think fundamentally for me, that's kind of the problem of Minecraft streams, because a decent amount of it is, it's placing blocks in a kind of a repetitive manner. Not to say that it's really boring, it's just that it's hard to comment on. Like, I don't know what I'm going to really say about block placing. I suppose one thing we can discuss is just what our plans are for not just this, but what we're going to go for, what we're going to build and prioritize after we've got our barn going. Now, did I already run through all of that wood? Oh my God. It goes quick, man. Jeez. We already got to go for more. And luckily the trees grow, they go pretty quick. So we'll continue getting more. One just popped up while we were watching. Yeah, a lot of big crevices in this environment over here. Which, I mean, on one hand is good, because it gives you access to, the underground and easy access to mining and such, but I don't know, dude. I kind of like a nice, flat, or, rolling hills, plains biome without, like, a whole lot of obstructions, without a whole lot of crevices. Because I find it easier to navigate, better for building, a bit more aesthetically pleasing, I suppose. So, just like that little crevice next to our animal shelter or our animal pen, we can consider potentially covering that up, or we can consider what we're going to do with that after going in. And there was one that we covered up. I'm not sure exactly where it was, but we did end up covering up. Now, wow, this is wild looking. Let's make sure we have this lit up enough that we're not going to get bum rushed by Enderman. Now, I'm not sure if this links down to the other caves. It looks like it actually does. I think that's sunlight. I think some of this other light might come from some of my torches that I've already placed in other areas. Or no, that's actually torchlight coming down. I'm bending my head down as if it's gonna help me see under. Kind of a cool phenomenon with these cave lakes here. Oh, this is deep water. Whoa. Super cool. Super cool what they've done with cave generation. I know I always say that, but I can't stress it enough. Like, it's so cool what they've done. Dude, what was that? What was that noise? Oh, I think that was a witch. Oh my God. So yeah. There it is, yeah, a witch. Okay. Oh! I didn't realize I could throw potions upwards. Oh my God. Dude. What's going on here? Oh, they poisoned themselves too. All right then. Come on, finishing hit. Yes. And what do they give us? Redstone. Okay. And it looks like since it's day, that spider is not going to get aggressive on us. That's good, because I wouldn't be able to deal with it. All right. Cool. We got that poison cured. All right. I think we'll go down here another time. I don't want to go too hard in these caves, man, because I don't have armor yet. No, I could make a full suit of iron, I suppose, or I could at least get like leather for my cows, but I haven't done that quite yet. I guess I'm more focused on getting our structure built. So yeah, we can go back down there in a little bit, explore it more heavily, more thoroughly. Whoa. And we'll, of course, go down as far as we can into it, see what's in there, and then make the determination whether we want to cap it off or not, as I'd said before. And just like that, another day in the Minecraft world ends. Just like that. We'll go ahead and down this last tree here, which unfortunately it's connected with the cherry tree, so I don't think these leaves are going to actually despawn. It's going to end up like this one. So we'll have this just random hovering leaves. Isn't it a beautiful little cherry forest we've built over here, or we've planted? It's now grown. Yeah, it's a little fast. Trees grow in this game. You know, we were even running along there, and one just popped up straight in our faces. Imagine just actually in real life running along, and all of a sudden a tree just shoots out of the ground in your face, run into the leaves. Be nuts. Shows that Minecraft's never been a especially realistic game. And nor does it really try to be. Like it somewhat, rhymes in some sense with reality, in the sense that, building this sort of thing out of the materials that we're building it would in real life involve similar materials, but in no way do the physics work the same, and in no way would it take this short amount of time to build it. Not even close. For one thing, I mean, there's just no way that you'd be able to have like a wall, or sorry, a ceiling or floor that's, especially one this thick, just not supported by anything. It wouldn't work. Wouldn't work. Although there very much gravity exists in this game, because, well, look, boom, there's gravity. But yet, we take a look at this. Got a piece of wood hovering in the air. Doesn't really check with normal logic, but that's okay. So, give me 1 sec, folks. I'm going to go grab my beautiful wife a snack. She's actually feeling a little bit under the weather here. She's just right next to me. Before I started this little stream, I made sure to tuck her in a nice warm blanket. She's feeling a little cold, and she took it off. I started feeling hot, and she's got some medicine. She's got a cup of or a bottle of water mixed with the vitamin C. I took some medicine and is resting as she should. But I'm going to go grab her a little snack real quick. Be right back, folks. se desapreció esta cosa?
Allí está una bolsa verde. ¿Te acuerdas cuando fuimos al Oxxo que se guarda mi negrito? Y en el cajón donde está la cocina. Ah, pero no me gusta eso.
Luis se comió. ¿Quieres algo otro? ¿Qué?
Pues no puedo comer dulce. Estando enferma así. Un chocolate. No quiero chocolate. Papas. Con chile. No. No, ya sé que es mejor, amor. Ya sé que es mejor un café y galleta María.
Hey folks, I'm back. I have returned. I have returned. So let's continue with this. And the day is almost over because I actually didn't pause while I was away. I probably should have, but not a big deal. And it's, of course, looking like we're still not going to have enough wood to complete this ceiling slash floor. That's okay. More trees will be popping up momentarily. Although we are getting pretty close, actually. Oops, that is the wrong way. So we're definitely going to need to put some torches in here. That's for sure. It's looking pretty good. I would say we might want to add some kind of design to the floor. Some time goes by. This whole area is looking really cool, actually. With these trees, we're getting some. It's getting some character. For sure, some character. So let's down a few of these. Excuse any background noise that might be popping up right now, folks. My wife, as I mentioned, feeling a little bit under the weather, and she is actually over here. Here she is. It's got the desk set up in the room, and she's hanging out. She just put on a Chinese soap opera. She's a big soap opera fan, and she likes her native Mexican soap operas. She's a real big fan of their Rosa de Guadalupe. They call it the Rose of Guadalupe. Now that one I have the whole their whole theme song. Well, it's actually really just a brief jingle. Just burnt into my head. Not a huge fan of that one, to be honest. Everyone's always cheating on someone. Everyone's always in some kind of drama. Everyone's always falling down the stairs, getting amnesia. All your soap opera cliches, right? But it's kind of I would say it's like for the American viewers here. I would compare it to. Or I basically say that it's the Mexican version of Days of Our Lives, essentially. It's been running for years. And they also put out another episode like every day. So, I mean, there are thousands of episodes at this point of that show. I mean, it's nuts. I mean, they're like, yeah. I mean, they're putting out these shows constantly. And I believe it used to run on regular broadcast TV, and I'm sure it still does, but they also run it on, I think, Facebook and potentially also TikTok even. But she also has a liking for Chinese and Korean dramas. Now, I find those to be a little bit more entertaining than I do Rosa of Guadalupe. When I am kind of suckered into watching them with her. Now, the Korean dramas, I mean, man, actually the quality that they put into those is quite astounding. And it's a lot of very, very creative plot lines and premises. Just to think of a few of them, there was... There was one where so there's a girl who's maybe like, I don't know, in her like early 20s, maybe mid 20s, but she's relatively young, right? And I forget exactly what happened. I think she like pissed off a witch or something like that, and she cast a curse on her where every day she wakes up as an old lady, right? And she has to live out the daytime as an old lady, but when nighttime comes, she transforms back into her younger self. So she has to navigate life under those circumstances. And it's pretty interesting, so like she works a day job as an old lady as like in some office or something. And she has to make sure she gets back home, or gets away in time that no one sees her transform, right? And then she had her younger self also has like some kind of love interest with one of the people who's actually one of her bosses during the day when she's an old lady, right? So she might go out or see that guy at night, but she has to make sure she gets back home, before the day, or gets away before the day, so he doesn't see her become an old lady. And so it's her kind of navigating all those circumstances. It's really I think it was a pretty cool concept, actually, and pretty creative. There was another where I don't know, this girl has super strength, not like anything crazy, but she happened to be Mongolian, I guess, or I think she's Korean, but was raised in Mongolia. I don't really know the circumstances, and so she ends up going to Seoul, I think, to search for her real parents or something like that, and there she is, the super strength, and she's living in like a yurt, or as the Mongols call them, gurs. Yurt is actually the Turkish or Turkic name for them. and so, she's living in a gur in the middle of a public park in Seoul. It's kind of interesting. The Chinese dramas, though, they're typically more almost like historical dramas in nature, or like a soap opera. Taking place in like a historical time period, usually something within the sort of the glory days of ancient China, of imperial China. Often having like a sort of a fantasy element where people have like mystical powers or something like that, and they're pretty interesting. I don't find them quite as creative or high quality as the Korean ones. Because South Korean TV production and cinema is really, they've really been outdoing themselves for years now, or at least the last several years. And just with that, with their music industry and their television and film production studios. The cultural influence of South Korea is just been exploding. It used to be pretty much the only countries that really exported a large amount of culture was the United States and Japan. But I think it's safe to say that Korea has joined that sort of upper echelon of culturally influential countries, basically, I would say. Which is ironic because, if anything, actually, in reality, South Korean society is kind of on the decline. And one of the reasons I say that is just because they have, I believe, the lowest fertility rate out of any country in the world, and not a high immigration rate either. So, obviously, there's two ways that a country can gain population, or at least have a stable population. Well, that is immigration and their native-born fertility rate. Now, immigration comes with its own set of problems, obviously, has its own set of challenges and problems, but, with immigration, your population does increase, or at least stabilize. But, when you neither have, your native-born population increasing, nor immigrants coming in. Your society, I mean, is kind of not on a great path. But regardless of that going on, their cultural influence is no doubt increasing. So, bravo to them. Bravo to them. So, let's go ahead and put away some of our stone and such. I think we have a stack of andesite in here somewhere. Yeah, we do. We've got a lot of crud in our inventory, so let's put some stuff away. Oh, hold on, folks. I was just brewing. I was brewing a little bit ago. My wife some coffee to go along with a little snack she wanted, a little coffee cookie. We were initially looking for something else, but another little cookie, but didn't have it. So basically, she's getting coffee and crackers. So I think her coffee's ready. I'm gonna go grab that real quick, folks. Excuse me.
¿Y una cuchara? Abre la puerta de ahí porque mira, está saliendo agua de ahí. No está cerrada la ventana, porque mira, está poniendo agua de ahí. Está abierta la ventana de aquí.
Hello, folks. Please excuse my absence. I returned just in time that we can sleep momentarily, although it's not quite night yet. Let's go ahead and deposit some of our beautiful copper. May as well go ahead and smelt some more of that with our leaf litter. So easy to get. It's honestly a completely OP. We could deposit some of this. Eventually, we're definitely going to go ahead and make separate storage for different types of materials that we get, like another, like a whole chest for wood-related items, for different types of stone, different types of minerals and ores. Right? I think we'll put that on the second level of our big old barn. Let's go ahead and deposit these guys as well. We've got a ton of sticks. We'll go ahead and throw some of these in, although we'll keep some in the inventory. What? Glowstone dust. Oh, I guess we got that from the witch we killed. I didn't even notice that. That's cool. All right. Well, folks, so this is looking good. Yeah, it's looking great. I think one thing that might look kind of cool is, and I was looking around for a crafting table, a good spot to put one. Why don't we put one, or a bunch, right here on these edges? Can you pick up that dirt, please? No? I think it'll kind of have a cool little effect. Kind of looks interesting and also convenient. Right? So let's dig these paths up, replace it with regular dirt so we can just put a bunch of grass here. So I've kind of decided that for now I think I will go ahead and just have these all as their own pens. So they can't escape through here. Or sorry, rather have both sides kind of a connected pen. And maybe to make this look nice, we'll put upside down stairs here. So make a few more stairs, of course. Oh. Yeah. Oops. And one more set of stairs right here. And may as well put an extra one up top in the middle here because I think that looks a little nicer that way. Beautiful. Beautiful. I think that looks better than it did before. So let's build a couple fence gates. So we'll probably put this in the middle here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, well, not sure we'll be able to put this perfectly center. So instead of putting it center, let's put a fence gate on all of these right here next to these stairs. Now to make a fence gate, I believe it is this way. Yes. So we'll make 4 of these. So we'll actually have to make more sticks. So I probably should have kept more in our inventory, but that's okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. So now we can begin moving our amazing animals in. So first off, let's get some wheat. And let's bust this open. Now you guys follow me. Come on, herd. Got my whole, I'm a shepherd, got my whole row of sheep coming along with me. And I suppose we can stick them in this side. Come on in, guys. Single file, don't fight. Don't fight, come on in. Come on in. Come on in, folks. Come on in. Single file, I said. Single file. Dang it. Here, let's get rid of this fence gate. Give me a little bit more room. Okay. All right. Now, guys, get over here. Great. Isn't that better than your last little crowded spot? And I suppose the rest of these guys, you guys can just honestly roam around outside. I don't really care. Now for some cows. So as to not catch these, well, fortunately, I think I'm going to end up catching these sheep alongside the cows. But that's probably okay. We can honestly either just kill some of these sheep, or if they end up with some of the cows, we can just kill them then. Let's go ahead and kill some of them right now. Get some meat. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I know. I feel bad. Try to get 16 mutton, so we got an even... Well... an even 8 and 8 for to use 2 coal, but no, we've been using leaf litter, so it doesn't really matter. So that's good. There's still a few of these guys roaming around. That's fine. We'll let them roam. They can live the rest of their lives wild and free. And I'll bust this open for our beautiful cows. All right, whoa, we got a lot of them. This way, guys, this way. This way. Let's bring you into the barn. All right. This way, guys, this way, fellas. Oh, only a few of them are actually following us anymore. That's okay, we only need a few because we can breed them up back up to speed. Come on in. Come on, guys. 4 of them, that's totally fine. Because we can go ahead and breed them. And what I like about this is you can easily enter this way, but they can't get out. Nice. Beautiful. All right, and some of the rest of these cows, we'll go ahead and take some of them out. Whoa. Get ourselves some beef, some leather, right? And I think with this leather, we'll go ahead and make ourselves a full suit of leather armor. Or leather clothing, more like. Where are you going? All right. Oh, look at all this leather we're getting. Amazing. Okay. All right. 22, I think that's enough to make us the rest of a suit of leather armor before we go to bed here. So that's boots and pants. Boom, boom, boom. Full leather. Beautiful. So that'll give us more protection than we had before. Of course, doesn't compare to iron armor, but I'm not feeling particularly inclined to use too much of my iron on a suit of armor at this very moment. But I mean, it might not be a bad idea, but I'm okay. Wow, this beautiful forested region we have. And of course, we don't need these pens anymore, so we'll go ahead and take them down. Or at least partway. I don't know, maybe we can use these for something else. Yeah, that's fine for now. We don't need. We can just, yeah, that's fine. We can just leave this here for now. We don't particularly need that space anyway. There is basically infinite space in a Minecraft world, so we'll just leave this as is for now. Yeah, guys, would you look at that? So, got our beautiful animals and our beautiful barn. That's great to see. So we will start creating a storage area of sorts up here. So yeah, we can start making some chests here, right? Now, let's make a whole lot more than this, actually. A whole bunch more. Another 2 double chests, at least. That was actually 5 chests. So we'll go ahead and make one more little chest over here. Or you know what we'll do? Can we open this? We'll make this a little beef chest. How about that? A little beef chest and a little wool chest. How's that sound? A little nice area where we can conveniently deposit, beef and leather and wool and such that we have here. And once it's filled, it can be deposited in another little area. So, there we go. So let's also go ahead actually and make some signs. What for? Well, to label our chests. And I'll make a whole mess of signs. Incoming Discord call. Well, you know what? That was only going for a second. I'll check that out later. I wonder if that, I think that was for actually a Discord server I'm in. Because that's someone I wouldn't expect like a call from. That's someone I haven't spoken to in a long time. Yeah, so wood. Wood. Stone. Stone. And we'll make just a single chest here as well. Ores / minerals. Yeah. All right. Looking good, right? And we have tons and tons of room up here for all sorts of different types of storage and everything. So let's go ahead and actually start moving a bunch of our stuff in there. So we can start out with ores and minerals. All this stuff. Looking good. And a stack of cobblestone for good measure. Make our way over there. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw this stuff in. Ores and minerals. Stone. All right. Trip number 2. I might make like a separate thing for like dirt. Maybe like a dirt, gravel, and sand chest or something like that. Maybe. So let's actually leave the dirt for now. Grab all the different types of stone we have. Not actually quite as much as I thought. That can go under minerals. I suppose clay can also maybe go under minerals, I guess. I suppose. Wow, okay. I think maybe we'll make like a, I don't know, food chest or something? Maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to organize this, but we'll figure something out. So let's just grab a few of these trees, get ourselves some extra wood, to build maybe a few more chests potentially. So, okay. Let's definitely make ourselves another crafting table up here just for convenience. Minerals. Yeah. Put coal kind of separate down here. In fact, let's keep everything pretty organized here. Let's have our coal, or sorry, our copper all up here. Put our beautiful diamonds aside. That's fine. So as far as other types of items, I suppose let's make one clay and clay slash bricks. How about that? Okay. And then dirt, gravel, sand. Yeah. And then let's make one animal products. How about that? So that'll be our meat, our fish, probably also wool. You know, so we put this stuff here, and you know, and this will be here for just when we initially kill the animals and or shear the sheep and you know, get that stuff so we can easily just deposit it right there. So bad, doesn't matter where we place it, but now we've got, you know, a sort of a shelter here. Now we're not sleeping outside. Now, mind you, we're still sleeping under the sky. There's no roof here, but that's okay. That's okay. There's tons of things we can do with this area here. The heck? Hold on, some stuff here isn't quite right. Wait a minute. What? What? This is supposed to be a log. I'll set more logs there when I have them handy. And this, of course, is supposed to be wool. So of course, like a lot of these fences and stuff, we can put this in the wood chest. This andesite can go in the stone chest. Yeah. So let's go ahead and bring even more stuff over. Break down this. Got a zombie coming after us with a shovel. No shovel. Oh, okay. No shovel for me, apparently. Okay. That's all we can carry at the moment. That's cool. Dirt, gravel, sand. Oops. Put our dirt in there, and I think I might have put some gravel into this. No? Okay. Yep, good amount of dirt. Stone, I think we can honestly put the magma block into the stone area. I mean, that's stone based, right? I think that works. And then we'll put right here, we can put, oops, crops. So that'll be stuff like pumpkins. I guess you could probably put apples in there, I suppose. You got your melon slices. Yeah. Animal products, of course. We got our wool. Put these sticks and wood. Okay. Oh. Those despawned before I could get to them. Okay. Yeah, I'll put another one right here, and we'll go for mob drops. Right, so that'll be our string, our enderai, our bones, our gunpowder, dirt, gravel, and sand. We can also put flint in there. That's a gravel-based product. I suppose we could put glass in here. I mean, that's a sand-based product, right? Glowing sack, that's a mob drop. I think we should hold a bucket in our inventory. Leads. I feel like that would kind of go under like a miscellaneous. Get some more of these, or let's make some planks out of those. We can use that for some more chests. Oops, sorry. And another crafting table. It's good to have these every little while, you know, just so we don't have to move far for one. Look at that. Cool. What else would we need? Yeah, like a miscellaneous chest, a compass, our leash, a boat, fishing rod, things of that nature, right? And then in our wood chest, all this stuff as well as saplings, and in mob drops, of course, that would go our arrows as well. So look at that, folks. A nice brand new storage area up on the top of this beautiful barn. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? And let me see something. Furnace, polished tough. Boat with chest. Flower charged banner pad. What? Oh, it's banners. I want to look for a blast furnace because I know that you can make like an improved version of a furnace. Let's actually go ahead and look that up. Minecraft blast furnace. So I don't know exactly how it works. Okay, so it smelts. Okay, so it smelts ores, raw metals, metal armor, and wait, hold on. Smelts ores, raw metals, and metal armor. Metal armor can be smelted into what? Well, I guess back into ingots, I guess. And tools twice as quickly as a furnace, but cannot smelt anything else. And serves as a jar block for an armor. Okay. Smooth stone. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, smooth stone is a twice smelted cobblestone. Okay. Also, guys, let's go ahead and put some beautiful torches over here. Oh, there would go one, but. Oh! There would go another. For some reason, I messed up on the design in certain places. No biggie. Yeah, let's go ahead and make ourselves some beautiful furnaces out here. Let's make ourselves a whole bunch of them. We're gonna have a whole smelting area. All right? And I think in the middle here would be pretty good for that. You have some facing one way, some facing another. Yeah, let's do sort of a little pattern like this. And if you can't quite tell what I'm referring to it yet, you'll see in just a second here. Actually, hold on. 3, I think, is all we really need. Or, no, hold on. We'll actually go with 2 more. Pardon me. Pardon me. Oh, we made 1 extra. Oops. See what I'm saying? Nice little pattern. Right? And this one, I don't know. We can just put this somewhere else. I don't know. Let's put it out here, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so got a nice little smelter, and I think we'll stack up some blast furnaces on the side here. And so we'll have like a whole furnace setup. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful, folks. Yeah, guys, gotta love it. Serious progress. I think I'm pretty much gonna stop it here for the night, or for this stream for Minecraft. But I think we made a lot of progress. So we brought in our animals. We finished up the whole bottom floor. We made a roof. We made a nice storage area, a little smelting area. I think next stream I'll work on potentially starting up on a little roof for this thing. And I think we might go mining again. But I'm liking what we got going. I'm liking what we got going, folks. Oh, one thing I'm realizing too is that if we end up really going hard on farming, which we probably will, I'm probably going to need a lot more than 1 chest for crops. So chances are I'm actually going to make like a whole entire like large crop section in the storage area and end up replacing that with something else, like replacing the sign. But That's something that can easily be changed, right? Something can easily be done. And after all, it's a barn anyway, so. I guess barn and warehouse, basically, right? That's pretty much how we're using it, barn and warehouse. But I think I'll make it so. I think I'll make it so that it has sort of its own section for crops, because I mean probably then we'll have entire chests just for wheat, entire chests for wheat seeds, for I don't know, or melons or whatever, pumpkins, what have you. There's our hoe. Oh my God. Let's go ahead and finish up replanting our farm here, and we'll. Oh my God. Ton of these guys. Gonna hit me over the head with a shovel, and the other guy's gonna hit me over the head with the seeds. Funny. Okay. There we go. All right then, guys. Yeah, we've been on for a little under 2 hours. As I said, we made some progress. And of course, there's more progress yet to be made. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with what we've been working on. We got another zombie, of course. Pretty happy with what we've been working on. Pretty happy with what we achieved here. Great stuff, guys. Great stuff. So I think that I'll call it here for the night, guys. Or at least for Minecraft. Maybe I'm considering coming back on a little bit to play some EU4, but we'll see what's going on. But thanks, guys, for joining me tonight. I appreciate it as always, and have a great time.